guys, what's up? This is Mina Fox here, and I just had my first day in public speaking after getting signed up for classes and stuff. So I just did my first homework assignment that needs to be done, and this one is called the icebreaker questions that my classmates and I were given out, something to do for our self-introductory speech, if I remember correctly. So here we go. All right, what is your favorite item you bought this year? Favorite item that I bought this year, since this is 2024, it's this Timberwolf snapback cap with the wolf ears, which is for the Timberwolves 35th anniversary of operation at Worlds of Fun. This one's a throwback to the originals. That's pretty much the favorite thing that I bought. It's quite a souvenir. I bought it while I went to the park for 4 days in a row last month, July 24th through the 27th. I bought it at the vendors booths over in the rentals thing near the gate. So this is pretty cool. So this is what I considered my favorite thing that I bought this year. All right, now question number 2. What is your absolute dream job? All right, well, my dream job as of right now, it's to be a vlogger where I can have a career doing the vlogging here on YouTube and other social media where I'm doing some vlogs and stuff like a lot of people. I've been getting inspired by the people who do vlogs, whether they're daily or weekly or every now and then or something, but where I'm like condensing the videos and editing, and where I trim down the intervals in between the clips so it can kind of look like it's professionally done. And I know there's a lot of people that have a profession in vlogging and what people do to try to make their living nowadays since technology's taken over. And so that's what I consider my dream job. All right, question number 3. Who is your favorite Disney hero or heroine? Would you trade places with them? Well, my Disney hero, it's Robin Hood, from that mid-70s classic of a Disney animated movie. He's such a cutie, and he's the one that has a positive impact on my life. And we know if you go to Disneyland or Disney World, there'd be a costume Robin Hood here and there. And even though I haven't been going to Disney parks for years, and if I'm asked if I could trade places with him, sadly the answer is no, because I know very well that he's already engaged to Maid Marian. That's his true love, and I'm not going to spoil the movie to those who have not watched it yet, but it's a classic, so I'm just going to be fair with people that I don't spoil it if anyone still hasn't watched it yet. Alright. Now, question number 4. What was the worst job you ever had? Now, this is an easy one. The worst job I've ever had was when I worked at Walmart for a little over 6 years when I was in my 20s. It was the most hellish job I've ever had. So many mean people I've had to deal with. Even the management was just terrible. Because Walmart, they treat their employees like dirt, and I really don't think anyone should work there. They've got horrible management. Their customer service skills are awful. They even encourage their employees to get away with terrible customer service, and they have a lot of mouthy customers that try to rule over people. And we know Walmart's known to have a lot of shoplifters, and then they have some of the most unusual policies like mandatory receipt checks just to try to verify people bought it, even though there are a lot of people that will buy things and don't always show the receipt. It wastes time, and this is why after leaving Walmart I hardly ever shop there anymore, because it's so dirty and it's miserable, and they treat employees like they're having a miserable day. That's why Walmart's not the place to work. And there are plenty of other great jobs we can find besides work at Walmart. What is your favorite meal to cook and why? Growing up, I have always loved pizza, and it's always been a favorite of mine, whether it's for lunch, dinner, or as a family tradition, because pizza's always up my alley on what I want to eat, and I will always crave for it. It's the one that makes me feel hungry, and when I make homemade pizzas, that's a win-win, that you've got some kind of artistic creativity in cooking, and that you can make your own foods instead of always buying the boxed kinds or what they say cardboard. And we used to always order pizza mainly from my local Pizza One. since I'm a big supporter of local business, and that's why businesses start small. Eating pizza is always my favorite kind of meal. That's pretty much what I enjoy eating. Question number 6, popcorn or M&Ms? Well, if I had to pick one of the two, that would be popcorn, because going to the movies, you would always be hungry for popcorn. That's one way to satisfy a meal, but we know movie theaters are starting to see popcorn more of snacks than an actual meal, and that's why some movie theaters are starting to opt for different options besides just popcorn. People want a meal, because even though popcorn tastes so great, they're so salty and full of sugar and oil and stuff that they really make you want to crave more, but I still love popcorn regardless. And I can even have popcorn when I'm watching movies at home, especially if I can't find any good movies to go to in the cinemas. But we all know that the prices to go into movies and concessions are going up, but nothing beats the deliciousness of popcorn. Question number 7, what season would you be? Alright, now obviously this is very easy. It's summer. That's the season that I would be. It's my favorite kind of season of the year. I have my birthday just right before the summer solstice, because, summer is always the kind of season that it's always a great thing that I can have my birthday without having to be in school to celebrate or something. And that celebrating my birthday is one way to get a fresh start to summer, or when summer technically begins. That even though a lot of schools get out in May, technically it isn't summer yet, but when we go back to school, it's technically still summer, since the fall equinox or autumnal equinox, that begins in late September, the 22nd or the 23rd. But when summer's over, then you know what you're missing. And summer's the kind of season that kind of makes you feel like you'd want to hit the rewind button, want to be summertime again, kind of like the popular movie Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Vacation, as well as the one famous mid-80s hit movie, National Lampoon's Vacation, that Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Vacation has its main plot based upon. Alright, if you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you choose to be? Very, very easy. You know my favorite kind of animal, and it's a red fox. And I'm very proud to have a fox collection, and that I can even kind of theme my room around foxes. And I'm very glad to have a big stuffed fox and some other fox plushies. I even have some that are based on some of my favorite characters that are foxes, like Robin Hood and Nick Wilde from Zootopia and other cool foxes. And I even have some fox hats, and I'm also proud to have a kind of a wintry fox hat, during the winter downs and stuff. And anything pertaining to foxes, that's always up my alley. And if there were some foxes wandering around on the property, that would be an interesting sight to see. And finally, here's what is your favorite dessert? Well, that's easy. My favorite dessert is ice cream. Because growing up, I have always loved ice cream. I mean, it's super duper sweet, but while it can be unhealthy, there's no way I can resist the temptation to eat ice cream. And in fact, it's very interesting that I can go to that ice cream parlor that's in another town about a half-hour drive away from where I live. So nothing really beats the taste of having ice cream, because ice cream always makes a nice, delicious treat. Well, that's it for my video, doing the rehearsal on the icebreaker questions, which I am due to speak in front of the class on Wednesday after Labor Day. So without further ado, this concludes my video, which I've been doing for rehearsal. And if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, leave a comment, please give me some suggestions on what I'm doing wrong so that I can do better for the actual speech to be delivered in front of the class, like you're speaking in front of an audience. And if you enjoy my videos and would like to see some more from me, just hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell to get notified. Well, that's it, you guys. And this memory card that I'm recording on, it's just about reaching its limit. It was at the 100 range when I started shooting this, and I'm going to be getting ready to put in a new memory card pretty soon, right after this. And this is Mina Fox signing off.